slope, which is also the rate of change, which is also rise over run. The change in y over the change in x. All right, so we're going to talk about slope, which is the rate of change, which is the rise over the run. So the change in y over the change in x. You just need to know what direction goes where, right? So if I was given a graph, it's kind of easy to find the slope of a line when you're given a graph because you just literally have to count, like rise over run, rise over run. Hey, thank y'all for sharing the live. Y'all are amazing. Rise over run, right? I don't have any graphs here with me, which would be a lot easier, but I don't have any. But if you are, let's say you do have a graph that you are able to look at, and let's just say, for instance, that I have this point here, which is 3, 0, and then I have a point here, and I'm just using the x and y intercepts. Let's say this is -0, -1, right? So I have a line and it has 2 points. I can find the slope. So the x-intercept and the y-intercept, those are the points that I just plotted. But whenever you do slope, it's literally just going to be, like if I had a lot of points right here, I could go up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over. So if you had a graph, you would just count from point to point. Hey, AZL, you would just count from point to point. But since I'm not really able to draw a very beautiful and detailed graph up here, you would have to use the slope formula instead. So the slope formula, which I hate to make people memorize because it's just so, hey Raha, because it's just so many different things to remember when you're doing slope. If you can remember that it's the change in your y values over the change in your x values, it's so helpful, okay? So for instance, we have 2 points. We were given the point 3, 0 and 0, -1. I need to find the change in my y's and then the change in my x, okay? And it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But sometimes it's hard to remember that. And then you have to label x1, y1, x2, y2. And some people don't like that, which is fine because you don't have to go from here to here. You can actually say, well, what's my change in my y value? 0 minus -1 in my change over my x value, which is 3 minus 0. This would be 1 over 3. So my slope for this line would be 1/3. That simple. That simple. Raha, you grabbed it correct. Oh yeah, Hey curly head. Hey. Hey Nickel. Hey Miss Bridget. And Ava and Eileen. Everybody up here tonight. What's going on a Friday? Hey Felicia. On a Thursday night learning math. How is everybody? Got choked on my own stuff. Hey Axel, I am familiar with the quadratic formula a little bit. I know how to substitute in the values in. No, why? JM Cal? Why are you about to drop out of school? Don't do that. Algebra 2. Sorry, check with Impact Math may do Algebra 2. I'm going to have to find y'all an Algebra 2 teacher because I'm not. Algebra 2, Daniel. Sorry. Hey, April. But I am familiar with the quadratic formula a little bit. I do know how to substitute the values in. And Impact Math does Algebra 2. Okay, there you go. So I would hit up Impact Math. Go to her page because she is phenomenal. She does geometry and all of that. All right, so we're doing slope. Like I said, if you have a graph and you are able to find the slope, I definitely would do that. Oh yeah, I know. Now I know the formula. X is equal to -b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I know the quadratic formula. Now manipulating it is a different story. Hey, her lifestyle. Hey, Shaprisa. Now I know the formula because I can sing it. I looked on for them sweater packs on TikTok Shop, but I didn't find them. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a all over 2a all over 2a. Oh, you did? Congratulations. Hey, Nichelle. Hey, Nichelle. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Okay, so finding the slope of a line. Let it on. So let's say we're given 2 points, 2, 5, and 3, 9. Okay. Find the slope of 2, 5, and 3, 9. I hope you did. Hey, JoJo. I hope you did amazing. You probably, let me get my head out the way. Y'all can't even see nothing. Slope and rate of change. Because I haven't posted anything about slope. So, I know a lot of people are doing graphing right now. What would be the slope of 2/5 and 3/9? You said 3? Hey, Nickel. You do? Well, welcome in. Welcome to Math Club. So there is a formula, which I don't too much like it. You just need to find the change in your y over the change in your x. That's what delta y means. Change in y over change in x. So what you're going to do is subtract y's over the subtract of x's. And you just have to go the same direction. Yep. And then at the very end, you're going to divide. Yeah. At the very end. Yeah. X2 minus x1, y2 minus, yeah. And like I said, but people always do like, I don't know if like x1, y1, and you have to go the same direction every time. And I started telling my students, as long as you move the same direction, you can do 5 minus 9 and 2 minus 3. Or you can do 9 minus 5 and 3 minus 2. It don't matter what direction you go, as long as you go the same direction both times. I can't do the math without a graph. So yeah, with the graph, you would just count it. But here, you literally going to take your x values and subtract it. I'm going to do 9 minus 5. So 9 minus 5 to get my change in my y. Then I'm going to go back to where I started, and I'm going to go 3 minus 2. 9 minus 5 is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. So my slope is equal to 4. And that would be it. Hey, y'all. What's up, everybody? Hey, KY. Hey, Melissa. No, and that's why I said, yeah, because we get so stuck on x2 minus x1, y2. And so for all these years, we grew up thinking that this had to be x1, y1, x2, y2. So we always got to go from this point to this point. No, you just have to make sure that you subtract the same thing. It has to be true. It always has to be a true setup. That's it. Nah, you don't have to graph it. Because we just finding the slope right now. All we doing is talking about slope, how to find the slope, and then that's when you would go into, now I have a slope, I would start at a point and I could graph a line. But before we do anything, we have to know what our slope is. Unless we have 2 points, then I could just put the 2 points on the graph. I don't have no graph paper up here, so I can't make no straight line like that. And I'm not about to be up here trying to put dots. No, I'm not going to do that. What's wrong? Girl. Oh, Shaprisa. Oh, for real, Shreek? You learning it right now? Cool. Good. Girl. Hey, Elon. Okay. So let's try another one. Let's do. All you have to be, make sure you're careful. So let's do -5 and 3. And then 4 and -2. So this would be the first step if we were starting to learn how to write equations. It's the same both. She talking about me. I know. Isn't that crazy? All this time we could have just been subtracting just 3 minus -2, like just setting it up real easy. That's why I said I hate getting stuck on formulas so much, because sometimes they make it more difficult than it has to be. Hey, Julian. The domain you talking about of a function? Everybody learning functions right now. I have one video on my YouTube, I think, that talks about functions. Like, I think I have one video that talks about functions and finding the domain and the range. Can you tell me what the domain is? Hey, Emperor. Who is that? Hey, Emperor. Emperor said it's going to be 3. Is that for the entire slope, or is that just for the top? What's that for? Because I think I'm missing something. Oh, for a quadratic equation. Okay. Just remember, it's all your, check it out, and then let me see if it helps. X-intercept, always substitute in a y. So it should be a fraction. Okay, yeah, check it out. Let me know if it helps. Oh, goodness. Because just remember that your domain is always going to be all of your x values, and you have to determine where does that graph start at, or what does that graph stop at. So for instance, I know I'm doing a little plug-in. So for instance, if you happen to have a parabola that is going this way, and it's at this point here, -3, 0. Well, this is telling me that my graph does not extend past -3 in the negative direction. So that means that my answer would be all real numbers that are greater than or equal to -3. That is what my graph will be. That's my domain. So I can't do anything else past -3. That's how you would do domain. It's anything that's you just looking at your x-axis. Where does the graph no longer go past? And that's where you would start writing your domain. -5/9, yes. Okay, so be careful, because remember with these negatives, you're doing -5 is at the bottom. So remember, I'm looking at how my y changed, 3 minus -2. Then I'm doing over -5 minus 4. So don't just do 3 minus 2. It would be 3 minus a -2, which that would be 3 plus 2. That's going to be your 5. Then -5 minus 4 is -9. You're welcome, Julian. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's super. Domain is super simple. You're just looking at the graph, seeing where it is, looking at how it behaves. That's all. Yeah, you're just looking at how it behaves. If you had to graph it, you would just start at a point, and it would be a negative slope, and you would go to the up 5 and to the left 9. See, that's why I said I don't have enough space on here to do it. All you do is start at a point. So we'll start at 1, 2, 3, 4, -2. We're gonna act like this is 4, -2, and then we're gonna go up 5 because it's rise over run. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I only need 2 points to graph a line, and that's it. And this point would be, since I went up 5, that would actually be 2. So this would be 3, and then -9 was at -5. So -5. Nope, it should be -5 and should be -4. Yeah, -5, 3. I had it right. I did that right. Yeah. Ah, how funny. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yep, you just start at a point and rise over run, rise over run, rise over run. Super simple. Like I said, slope is not too hard to do. You just have to know how to calculate it. That's all. You just need to know what to subtract at what point. Now, that's one way. I enjoy the slope intercept. I'm sorry. Who's that, Faye? I'm sorry, Faye. What happened? Remember, I think the biggest thing that gets students confused is if you use that formula. You so funny. Hey, Chuck. Oh, I get it. It's okay. I totally get it. A lot of people struggle in math. You said math zero? Loan? Okay, so we got our slope down, how to use the formula, how to find it. That's simple, not too bad. We know it's rise over run. We can use that to create equations of line. Let's talk about, after that, we're going to talk about slope-intercept form. So let's talk about slope-intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b, which is this is my favorite way to graph a line. It is so simple. It is so easy. Oh, good, Zico. Hey, August. Hey, how are you? Hey, Walter. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is the easiest way to graph. The easiest way to graph. Like, for real, for real. Love it. You just have to know what everything represents on the formula. So this right here is going to represent my y-intercept. This right here is going to represent my slope. So anytime that you want to use this formula, you got to have, hey Sydney, thank you, the slope, hi Leo, and the y-intercept. So let's see how that is going to work. Like I said, this is my favorite way to write the equation of a line. If we were to have y is equal to 7x minus 4, can somebody tell me what is the y-intercept and what is the slope? Looking at this, it sounds so simple, but then when people have like to take a test or something, they just go blank and they forget. I'm like, what number represents the slope? What number represents the y-intercept? So my y-intercept would definitely be 0, -4. And then what is my slope going to be? Yep. Very good. The intercept is 4, yes. Hey, Ibrahim. M is equal to 7. So my slope is equal to 7. What's the denominator of any whole number? What's the denominator right here? Because remember, my slope is rise over run. So we still have to run somewhere after we rise. It's going to be a 1. So we're just going to understand that it's a 1. Now, if I wanted to graph this line, where would I begin my graph at? Because I have to start at some point. And this, Princess said, let me write it in my notebook. Do you have a book about geometry? It's this same book. It's red and it's a geometry book. And it's not my book though. It's made by BrainQuest, but one of my other students had bought it and I think they like it. My bad. You got it? Can you see it now? You okay? You're welcome. Systems of equations, I am Zico. I can do those at the end. Systems of equations, yes, Rishi. Hey, Rishi. You're going to start at 0, -4. Then let that be your starting point. What do you do to determine? I just told somebody, Sydney, I have a video on my YouTube about domain and range. I'll touch on it in just a second. So yes, we're going to start at 0, -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 0, -4. This is a point. You can start at any point on the graph, but it has to be, because it's the B, it's 0, -4 because it crosses the y-axis at that, I don't teach 10th grade. So the y-intercept crosses the y-axis. This point is the y-intercept because it intersects right here, okay? So this value always represents the y-intercept. Because 10th grade is geometry. So I do mostly middle school, and then which middle school math is developmental math for college. So I actually teach a range of ages. I tutor a lot of different ages, just all sorts of stuff. All right, what do I do from this point? I need to rise and I need to run. How many dots do I need to rise? There is an x-intercept. Yep. No SAT prep. Ibrahim, if you want to label your axis, that's up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need to run how many? Over 1 to the right. Thank you for saying over 1 to the right and not over 1 to the left, because that can be confusing. You only need 2 points to make a line, because that's the definition of a line, is 2 points on a plane, and you're done. Like, you're done. That's it. If they ask you to graph a line, that's all you have to do. That's it. That's all you got to do. Up 7 over 1. Boom. You're done. That's why this is my favorite way to graph a line. My favorite way. Now, Sydney, if you had to find the domain and range of this, because this line extends in both directions forever and it doesn't stop, the domain would be all real numbers and the range would also be all real numbers. Thank you, Gordon. You are so kind. I don't teach pre-cal. Mia. Hey, Mia. Hey, Chosen Beauty. I don't teach stats either. So, Sydney, real quick, we're kind of like doing 2 things in one. I guess everybody is having a test on domain and range. Once again, if we have a graph, and let's say this graph is a parabola and it is here at 0, -3. Your range is your y value. This graph does not extend down past -3, therefore your range will be all real numbers greater than or equal to -3. Nothing past that will work. Okay? As far as your domain, because every value of x is covered from positive infinity to negative infinity, that would be your domain. So for my class, it's all real numbers. Your teacher may have you do positive infinity to negative infinity. It just depends on what they ask you to notate. Let's say we had a graph that was going like this. Okay, and let's just say this point was 0, 2. Okay? As you can see, this graph does not extend past the x-axis going in the negative, the y-axis on the negative side. It doesn't go over there. So that means it will be all real numbers that are greater than or equal to 0, because nothing negative is going to be accounted for in this graph. Now for your range, it doesn't go below 2, so the all real numbers greater than or equal to 2. So this is your range and this is your domain. Okay, pre-cal, no, sorry. I come on at about 8:15, between 8 and 8:30. You're welcome, Sydney. All right, so let's do another slope and graph it. Y'all know how to do that. That's super easy. Well, let's say that they gave us a formula or an equation that was not arranged in slope-intercept form. It was in standard form. How would we deal with that? Let's see, what would y'all do? If I can find one in here that's already like that. Oh, never mind, I can do it. Let it ooh. Oh my goodness. So let's say they had -2x plus y is equal to -9. I want to graph this, but it's not in slope-intercept form. Just got about 28 minutes. Who is Mr. Waffles? Yeah, wizard, because I don't teach pre-cal, and I be in here confusing y'all, and then y'all be talking about me and be mad. So I stay in my lane, because I know what my lane is. Joe, I can't do those either. Michelle, you always like I don't want to be in here tearing y'all up. Yes, reorganize everything with subtraction. Y'all be in here mad at me talking about she done do a series. I do not remember calculus or pre-cal. There you go. Umberto said that. Thank you, Gordon. You are so nice. Come on, paper airplane. Thank you. Umberto said that they can help you with limits. Hey, Ian, where you been at, friend? All right, so they said rearrange everything with subtraction or addition because we just need to get the y by itself. I don't do algebra 2. Pre-cal was not my friend. I got a C in that class. I did pre-AP pre-cal when I was in high school. I struggled. I did not like it. Hey, Moni. The only thing we need to move, remember, we need to get it in the form of y equals mx plus b so we can graph it. We could have did the x and y intercept, but we're not trying to do all that work. Plus 2x on the thing. Hey, Mary Bay. Hey, Mary Bay. Hey. So, yes, we're going to plus 2x on both sides. This is going to be 0. Y is equal to 2x minus 9. I like to put my 2x in the front because that's the, the order that I'm going for. How you been? Oh, you working, but I start school, so I would be way more consistent. Okay. There you go. There go you a helper. I know my... Okay, so right here. So then what would be my slope and what would be my y-intercept? Where would I start this graph at? What's my slope? What's my y-intercept so I can start this graph? Is the person who wanted systems of equations... I didn't went over that. KG, you missed it. I just went over domain and range a second ago. If, what's her name is still in here? I didn't went over it twice, too. 2 over 1? 2 over 1? Yes, so M is equal to 2 over 1, and then your y-intercept is going to be -9. So that means the graph going to start way down here at 0, -9. And then you said I'm going to up 2, and hey, Corey. Thank you, Ibrahim. So now I'm going to go up 2 and over 1. So up 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. And I tried to make it real consistent. I meant to put points. But you see how it's like stairs? Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And I tried to keep that 1 right there below because that was 2, 4, 6, 8. And then that would be 9. I tried to be real precise. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Tanisha. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you. See? So now y'all should be able to... Now y'all should be a wizard. You're not going to have me stressed out. Go get the study.ai app. It can help you. Who said something on the right? Hey, Kamari. Oh, it's 2. Oh, it's 2, y'all. Am I saying y'all's name right? Ibrahim. Hey, Eva. So I think we good with that. Y'all okay with that? I try my best. I enjoy it. Yes. Okay, Ibrahim. Because I be messing it up. Now, is the person who wanted systems of equations still in here? Because if not, I'm not going to do it because I know what I'm not going to do. Stress myself out. Hey, Shay. If not, we just going to keep on. That's you, KG? You wanted systems of equations? Dang. Not playing. A matrix is not, that's not in my repertoire. Oh, kudos to you. My best friend has twins and she homeschools. I love it. If I was to ever birth again, I would definitely homeschool because I was mad when I went to a class and that baby could not read and was in, hey Javita. I was so upset. These kids going to school and just not getting no help. Oh, I was ready to call the board. I don't believe in babies not being able to read and you in 5th and 4th grade and 6th grade. Let me get off my soapbox. Okay, KG. Did you have a certain question, or you just wanted me to solve by substitution or solve by elimination? That is awesome. I just think that is beautiful. Systems of equations. Do you have a preference, KG? Because I personally like the elimination method myself. But I'll be nice and do what you want. 315. Elimination. Okay, I like elimination. All right, here we go. So if you have a system of equations, what is your specific question? Well, I'm going to have you walk me through it, so I'm not going to do all it. Oh, I need to do linear equations, graphing. All right, here we go. That's all they put. Hold on, they didn't give me no good questions. Let me go to chapter. I gotta go to my. Let me get my other book out. 1 second. All right, here we go. So let's say we have. Why are you giving me these little stanky equations? Oh, this is linear inequalities. That's not what I want. Hold on 1 second. Because I got to find them. I got to remember where they are. Hey, Tana. Oh, what chapter was systems of linear equations? Chapter 4. Okay. Good night. Yeah. All right, here we go. So something real simple, real quick. Let's say we had 3x plus 2y is equal to 1. And then we had y minus y. They just be making stupid stuff. X minus y is equal to -3. It's done. Okay. Solve by elimination. What's going to be your first step? Or do you know? Hey, Shoreline. Thank y'all for the likes. We want to eliminate a variable by creating a zero pair, right? Do you want to eliminate the x or do you want to eliminate the y? KG, which one? So if you isolate the x, you're actually going to be using the substitution method. So what happens whenever you, not accounting and finance, hey Kay, whenever you want to, eliminate means to get rid of one, right? So this is what's going to happen. You said the x, and you might have said it right. What I'm going to do is multiply this entire equation by 2. Because the only way I'm going to be able to eliminate this 2y when I combine them together, because I'm going to add these equations together. Hey, Jazz. Is I'm going to have to change that to a positive 2. So my new equation is going to be 2x minus 2y is equal to -6, right? So this is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. Flip it. Equation number 1 and equation number 2. So I changed equation number 2 so that now I can make a zero pair whenever I put them together. Okay? If you need to rewrite equation number 1, you can do that. Or you can draw a line through it. I'm just going to erase it so you can see it. You have to combine these two equations together. 3 plus 2 is now going to give me 5x. Positive 2 minus 2 is going to give me 0. Is equal to 1 minus 6, which is -5. What do I do to get 5 by itself? This is going to give me half of my solution for this system. What's my last step? Divide by 5. So now this reduces to 1, and x is equal to -5 divided by 5, which is, good job, yes, yes, Shaprisa, yes, Lissa, very good, -1. So I have found half of my solution, which is -1. What you just have to remember about elimination, or if they call it the combination method, because you're combining two equations together, but you have to eliminate one of the variables to make that happen. Since I have part of my solution, and I need two numbers, what do I do when I find half of my solution? Thank you, June. To get the other part, what do I do? How do I get the second part? Plug -1 into the equation. Okay, we're going to go back through it again. Yes, yes, very good. So I'm going to use this equation up here because it's nice and it's pretty and it's just easier because it's positive. It doesn't matter what equation you use as long as you substitute it into one of these equations. So I'm going to take this x value and I'm going to replace it up here. 3 times -1 plus 2y is equal to 1. Now you're going to solve for y. 3 times -1. Yep. So what's that going to end up giving me, kg? And you can actually solve the whole thing if you want to, because this is going to end up being -3 plus 2y is equal to 1. What's my next step? Hey, Kayla K, naturally Kayla. Add 3 to both sides. That's going to end up giving me a 0 here. 2y is equal to 4. And then what is my last step? Very good, Shaprisa. Very good, Eva. Divide by 2. Very good. And when you divide by 2, you get y is equal to, hey, Felicia, very good. 4 divided by 2, it's perfect. Very good. So then this would be your final solution. I just seen my friend face paint. What's up, Naturally Kayla? If y'all need a makeup artist, y'all better go check out Naturally Kayla. I wish I could pin you. Hey, lady. Hey, hey, hey. She be doing her faces, decorations, and stuff like that in that. Yes, Leevu. Good job, KG. You are so welcome, KG. Did that help? Yep, you can. Emerald. Always substitute the numbers in to see if it's true. Absolutely, because there's no reason you should get an answer wrong on a math test, because you can always make sure that you got the right answer by substituting in both of these numbers. You supposed to be on statistics. Shaprice, I didn't see no makeup drama. I didn't see that. KG, did you need it? Let's do one more. Let's do one more where they're both. Because somebody said they had just joined. So let's do one more real quick. Hey. Hey, Frito Feast. Oh, good, you pinned it, y'all. There you go. She pinned it. If in case you need a makeup artist or you like makeup and stuff. Oh, my mom did it. Thank you. That probably Lee. Thank you. Hey, lady. How are you? It's almost the weekend. I'm trying to be your friend. Let me stop. Y'all know I be in here cutting up a little bit. She in Texas. She stay out here with me. She in the DF dub. She is in the DF dub. You know I be in here. You know we have a good time at Math Club. You trying to get cute for an event or something? Go check out her page when she be cute. She be doing makeup lives too. I need her to do my face for something. All right, I'm trying to find one that got more than just a X and a Y. Hold on, KG. Yoseline. Thank you. So we used to work together at the college. That's how I know her. And she is just doing thebomb.com, following her dreams and stuff. Thank you, Miss Kayla. You are the best as well. Because, honey, she be having some cute little lip tutorials. Be having that little nude and stuff. Okay, y'all done missed about 50 different comments. Let me see. Oh, yeah, because y'all talking to her. All the way to pre-cal. Y'all know I can't help y'all with pre-cal now. Nope. We're gonna have to do a live one. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I can do math and you can do. KG, are you still on here? What you laughing about, Lee? What I say? Okay, you still on here? Okay, hey Felicia. Why she tripping, Shabrisa? Okay, which one we gonna combine these again? Girl, no, pre-cal. Stop. Pre-cal, Lee. Pre-calculus. She's also pre-K. Kayla, did you leave? Say something again, honey, so they can pin y'all comment again. Okay, KG. We gonna put these together. Hey, mommy. No. Oh, good, Frito. Which one we gonna do this time, KG? So remember this is also called the combination method. So they named this twice. If you remember the combination method, that may help. So cause you're gonna add. What you're gonna do is add these together. But you want to eliminate a variable when you add them together so we can solve for one. Mary Bay said, times the bottom by 3. Okay, we can do that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Is that Lindsay? LaKenzie? Girl, is your name LaKenzie? Kenzie? I'm not sure. Because remember, we're gonna add these two equations together. But when we let's look at it real quick. Watch this. If I add these two equations together, I'm gonna get 4x minus 3 and a positive y is minus 2y is equal to a negative 8. I still have two variables. That's not helping me figure out what one variable is equal to. So I'm gonna show you the difference. So you see what happens when we combine those two together? Oh, good. Thank you so much. I need to catch you. I don't know nobody else who. How do we know when to do the process of elimination or when to add? No. So this is it. So I'm showing you why this don't work, Shaprisa. Hold on. Right here. Because the elimination and combination is the same thing. We're always adding when we're doing the elimination method. So this is what happens. Now, they said we're going to multiply this bottom equation by 3, okay? You can do the 7, but look here, we're going to take it a little bit more simple than that. You advanced, Caitlin. You better go ahead. We're going to take this bottom equation and multiply it by a positive 3. So everything is going to be multiplied times a 3, okay? My new equation is going to be a negative 9x plus 3y is equal to 18. So this is equation 1, equation 2. I have a new equation 2. So now I can combine these two equations together. I'm going to show you. So since we did that by 3 and I made me an equivalent equation, now let's see what happens when we add these two together. 7 minus 9 is going to give me negative 2x. A negative 3 and a positive 3 makes 0. I don't have no more y's. They gone. So now is equal to a negative 14 and a positive 18 gives me a positive 4. Look at that right there. All I got to do is, you see that? We good. Because that's what we trying to do. Divide by negative 2. Very good. Now, x is equal to 4 divided by negative 2, which is? Thank y'all for helping out in the comments. So now I have half of my solution, KG. X is equal to negative 2. And you know what? Now you know what to do. Well, hello. Hey, B. I'm glad it helped you out. Now we have, and now you going, Caitlin, yep. These equations are in standard form. Yes, life. But we are doing systems of equations, which means we have two equations that we need to find a solution for, a x and a y. So now, KG, we're going to plug it in to find our other variable answer, right? Yeah, a -2n for the x, James. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're going to do this one up here? Okay. I'll rewrite it in just a second. Hold on, because I don't have that much space on my board. Okay, so 7x, and I do record these lives and put them on YouTube as well. Minus 3y is equal to -14. 7 times -2 minus 3y is equal to -14. -14 minus 3y is equal to -14. What do I do right here? Yeah, you have to plug it in. You talk about as far as which equation. We can do equation 1 or equation 2. As long as you plug it in for x. It don't matter what equation you use though. Because they should work for all of them. Add 14, very good. -3y is equal to 0. What do I do right here? My last step. Divide by -3. And y is equal to what? Be careful. Remember, 0 is being divided by -3. I can't make no groups, so it'll just be 0. And that would be your answer. It's a solution. I know when you see that, and that's why I wanted to go all the way through it, because 0 divided by 3. Now, it would be no solution, KG, if it was -3 divided by 0. This is undefined, okay? Because you can't divide anything by 0. This, hey, Miss Kathy, this is undefined, but this is okay. Yeah, this is okay. Just I don't have no more pie left. I can't give nobody no pie. I can't give nobody no pie. Yeah, I can't give nobody else no pie. Yeah, I don't have no more slices. We don't have no more slices. Does that make sense? You should have always. It's okay, Shapri. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It happens sometimes. It happens. It happens. Okay, so somebody wanted me to rewrite the middle equation. Look, I am. Hey, Chuck. You're welcome, KG. I'm so glad they helped you out. You are so welcome. I think y'all was helping each other out in the comments. I'm just going back up here and checking. I'm learning this in class tomorrow. I'm texting. Tatiana. Okay. So, honey, but you can download the app study.ai and it can help you with your homework though. Oh, you want me just to help you with the questions? Who you telling? It is algebra. I thought you meant like do it for you, like do it for you. Okay. So did you just need this equation that was right here in the middle that we started with? I'm going to let y'all see the two equations. Like I said, I'm going to post this on YouTube over the weekend. Honey, listen, I live and I had a problem. Anybody remember? Because I mess around, I had a problem. I didn't close the book up and everything. Let me see. I'm going to have to write a different one. Not anatomy. I'm going to have to write a different problem. One of substitution. Okay. So substitution is a little bit different than elimination. I'm going to just write a different problem up here for y'all real quick so y'all can see it. Just so you can see it, but I'm not going to go all the way through it because we done. I'm going to do a substitution problem and then I'm going to be done. So just so y'all can see what we did. Okay, so this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. I need to add them together, but I need them to make a zero pair. So my whole entire purpose is to create a zero pair so that one of them goes away. Okay, one of them goes away. I need one of them goes away. Okay. Who y'all talking to? Yeah, but I need to multiply it times a -4 because I need that sign to be positive. So everything is going to be multiplied times a -4. Because because I need that sign to be positive. So my new equation, oh, this is going to make everything go away. So now equation 1 is brand new. And I'm going to have a negative 8x plus 4y is equal to, oh, what is that, negative 28. And now I'm going to add these together. And actually what's going to happen, everything's going to disappear. 8 plus 8 is 0. This is going to be 0. 0 equals negative 27, which this is no solution. You get it? Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. We'll do one with a who y'all want it? Hey, Miss A. Hey, hey, hey. Because I added, so you see, whenever we do the combination method, we're adding the two together. This negative 28 is because I multiplied it times negative 4. That became negative 28 because I did 1 plus negative 28 and got negative 27. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Chris. Y'all so funny. Ooh, Marbetas. If it was negative 2y, it would end up being, you said change the top? We won't do 2y. It has to be negative 4y. Yeah, they never intersect. No solution. They never touch. Yep, that's exactly what it means. Because you can solve by graphing. If the lines are the same, it's all real numbers. If the lines don't touch, it's no solution. So if you're doing some graphing, this is a no solution. If they intersect, the solution is the point of intersection. And then if they happen to be the same exact line, it's all real numbers or an infinite solutions. So that's how you would do that. All right. Just to rewrite it, that's all as an example. You're talking about, yeah, I'm about to do substitution right now. They only do substitution and graphing? Really? Oh, no, Yanni, thank you for letting me know. Okay. All right, so let's do one substitution problem. I'm about to find one that's kind of easy. Matter of fact, here we go. Let's do, I'm not going to do nothing too crazy, because this is actually the only time that I would use a substitution problem. I do substitution when I already have a variable that doesn't have a coefficient. Okay? That's the only time I would do substitution. Personally. Oh, I'm glad. Personally, because it's just easier to navigate. So when you do substitution, you have to solve one equation for a variable. Okay? You either solve it for x or you solve it for y. So just looking at these two equations, are you going to choose equation 1? Or are you going to choose equation 2? Which one do you want? Hold on, y'all. They want to make sure I'm still here. You know, people be on here doing the most, going to sleep. Because we almost at an hour. Oh, really? You want to solve for x? So what we're doing, y'all, is we're rearranging the equation so that we want to isolate, okay? So isolate one equation. Choose an equation and isolate the variable. Choose one equation and isolate x or y. Do you want to isolate x or y? One equation. Equation 1. That's the one I would choose because the y is positive. And the only thing I have to do is move this right here. So let's go ahead and add 2x to both sides. And now I have a new equation number 1. Okay, so my new equation for number 1 is going to be y is equal to 2x plus 2. So my number one equation is no longer here. These are, I mean, it is, but I'm not messing with it right now. I'm going to use these two. Now that I've isolated this variable, it says that y is equal to 2x plus 2. So I'm going to take all this information and substitute it into equation number 2. That's why I don't really like this one, but if you can rock with it, okay. So I'm going to rewrite equation number 2 using the information I just solved for. Negative x plus 3 times 2x plus 2 is equal to negative 4. This is substitution. You literally have to substitute one equation inside the other one. You're going to take one equation and put it in the other one. Now I only have, as you can see, what's the only variable that I have in this equation? What's the only variable that I have in this equation? Yep, we're going to do distribution. Yep, we're going to do the distribution property because we need to solve for x. Very good. Yes, Shaprisa. So now we're going to distribute. So we're going to go ahead and distribute negative x plus 3 times 2x. And I'm going to erase this top one just so I can stop putting my hand up here. But you can actually use that equation later. 6x, 3 times 2 is plus, of course, 6 is equal to negative 4. Now what do we need to do? Because all we're doing now is just solving for x. Yes, negative x plus 6x. Very good. Thank you, Maribay. Thank you. Very good. Perfect. Combine like terms. So I have my x's I need to combine. What does that simplify down to? Hey, Serenity. Thank you. 5x plus 6. Very good. Keep going. 6x minus x. Do you, Nene? It's a lot to comprehend at the very beginning. You have to do it a lot of times. Subtract 6. 5x is equal to negative 10. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. Very good, everybody. Divide. And then x is equal to, very good, negative 2. So I have part of my equation and I do the same thing. How am I going to find the second part of my equation? What do I do? Very good, Serenity. Yes, Shaprisa. Thank you, Alex. Very good. Hey, Danny. When you do substitution, this is how you do it. Like I do elimination, substituting. Yes, John. There's 3 different ways to solve a system of equation. Combination, substitution, and by graphing. Yep, Shaprisa, everybody, yep. We're going to go. Now, and it doesn't matter which equation you use, but what's going to be the best equation to substitute it into? Not equation 2. You're trying to get the y value, so let's just go back up here and plug it into equation 1. Yeah, oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I thought you meant that one. Okay, here we go. Y is equal to 2 times negative 2 plus 2. Goodness. Y is equal to, what's going to be your y value? Alan, to be honest, everybody is so different. My short version is combination. This may be somebody else's short version. So it's not really long. It's just a lot of steps, but it's a system of equations, so it kind of take a long time. Negative 4 plus 2, y is equal to negative 2. Perfect. Unless you had a graphing calculator and you could just insert it in, then you could do that. But when you do it by hand, thank you, God. All right, Miss A. Very good, Shabri. Look at y'all. And that's how you would do the substitution method. It's not my favorite. I don't really too much fool with it, but to each its own. Hey, Serenity. Thanks for popping. Naeem. Danny. Thank y'all. Welcome to Math Club, everybody. All right, somebody had one more. Oh, it's 9:08, honey. We passed our time. We done been on here an hour already, y'all. But then most of my teachers, oh, well, good, John. You like it better than the combo? See, some people, that's why I said some people, when you have that once already one of your equations is solved for a variable, now I do think that's easier because you can just flip it around, put it in that equation, and be done. So Shaprisa, on something like this, what you were trying to find is just what the answer is. These are two separate lines that would be on a graph. So what would happen is that this is telling me, and I'm not going to draw this to scale, is that this point is going to be at -2, -2, which means that my graphs intersect, and that's the answer. So if I was using to solve this by graphing, this point would be -2, -2. Instead, I chose to use the substitution method. So what would happen is you would have to graph both lines, and then you would have to find out where they intersect. But if they don't intersect, that's what I was talking about a little bit ago. They're parallel. They don't have no solution. Yup. And you don't have to. It's 10:08. I have a lot of people on the East Coast. Shaprisa's on the East Coast. Lee, you still in here? Hey, Caitlin. Thank you, Miss A. I used to teach. You're so welcome, Mark. I don't never think I'm saying your name right. Y'all are so welcome. I enjoy doing this. This is why I started. Like I said, I don't have as much on YouTube. I need to do better. But I am going to start uploading all of my, well, I have some. I got all mine from, I think I don't have last week.